You begin using a new to-do list app, but as soon as things get stressful, you fall off the wagon. I'm David Stiernholm, and this is the latest episode of Done. Today, let's talk about how to get the full effect of your new to-do list tool. But first, tasks that you perform often represents a golden opportunity to simplify a part of your work. Then you'll have more time for the really important tasks. In a short post on the Struktör blog, I share what you can do to get recurring tasks done with less effort. You'll find a link to it in the show notes. A common trap some of my clients fall into when they set up their to-do list in a new app is that they forget they have it. Until now, they have, like so many others, scattered notes about what they have to do in many places, but to make their work life dramatically easier, they have collected all the to-do tasks into a single list. They put the list in a digital tool that's new to them. It can be their tasks function in Outlook, it could be Microsoft To Do, Todoist, Asana, Notion, or any other of the countless list tools available. Everything starts off well, but then they are hit by the reality of everyday life. They have so much to do and get so many emails and chat messages. Without thinking much about it, they do what they come to think of, what comes up and what comes in, because they no longer happen to see all the tasks that were previously right in front of them, written on notes, in meeting notes, or at the top of the pile of papers. All the tasks are now in the new list, which seems more and more remote. To get there, they need to remember to go there, log in, and start the application. Eventually, they realize that they also have a to-do list with lots of tasks to be done, in addition to everything that flows in from all directions. They already have tasks that have passed the deadline, and they are cursing themselves for not remembering to use the new list, the one that was so good and well organized. When this is the case, they would benefit from helping themselves remember that it's now the new to-do list they should consult for what to do. Luckily, there are tricks for this as well. Do this. As I see it, if the situation I described sounds familiar, you can do two things to remember to use your new to-do list. First, make sure that there are no tasks elsewhere and that everything is gathered into this single list. If you have some other tasks, perhaps the most urgent ones, in a more accessible place, chances are you'll consult this extra location and never actually get to the real list. On the other hand, if you let the new list be complete and the only place for your to-do tasks, there's no doubt that this is where you'll go to choose things to do. You'll almost be forced to go there a few times daily. Then make sure you cannot avoid seeing your new list tool. You can change the settings so that tasks is a view that appears first when you start Outlook, or set the new list app to launch automatically when you start your computer. Because not until you make it easier for yourself to remember your new to-do list will you experience the full effect you wanted, which was the reason you made the change in the first place. You'll have better control over your work situation, and you can rest assured you haven't missed or forgotten anything. Even if you cannot do everything you'd like to do, you can clearly see what you'll not be able to do, instead of getting unpleasant surprises when others remind you of something you forgot having promised. How did you manage to quickly get used to a new to-do list? Write to me and tell me. I'm all ears and curious about what you have to share. You can reach me as usual at david@stiernholm.com. Thank you for listening to this edition of Done, and welcome back next week.